What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com, Friday, August the 20th. And for those who didn't already know, which most of you probably do, a game of the week has been locked in for tonight. Last Sunday, coming off of our 5th straight game of the week winner in Major League Baseball, we've also cashed in a game of the month, our one and only that we've been able to play this season. We have not had a game of the year yet, but we still have one that we are eyeballing. It's right here at us. Over the next few days, it could happen. Nothing's set in stone yet. We have to see how things pan out, the information that we gather, how lineups pan out, what pitching does, what bullpens do, before we can make a final decision. But either way, I told you I was looking at a few games that I thought had potential for game of the week. We have one that made the cut. On second, we actually had two that made the cut. I'll explain more in just a second. Real quick, Jerry also locked in a game of the week for this week. He actually locked his in before I did. He locked his in late last night. We were talking about it first thing this morning. The only reason we didn't release it before the sun came up was because I was still digging into one that was a long shot to begin with, because two different changes had to happen within one team's pitching. And it was a long shot for it to happen. It doesn't make a lot of sense why they did it, but I'm so happy that that long shot happened. I told Jerry about it yesterday. I said, this is very unlikely to happen, but if it were to happen, this game would go from one that's just on my radar as a potential premium play to having game of the week, if not game of the month material. And lo and behold, not just one of those things, but both of those changes, those long shot changes took place. So I was able to lock that in early this afternoon. So game of the week goes tonight in Major League Baseball. It's $50 win or get 3 days of all plays in all sports. Absolutely free. Premium and daily top plays. Jerry also locked in a game of the week. It's not tonight. It goes this weekend. I'm not going to tell you what time or anything like that. You want to get on it now so you can get your wager locked in. You don't risk line movement. You don't get any, you don't have to lose any value on it. You can kick back, get your wager in, and just wait for the game to come and win. Everybody knows he's the soccer king, and everybody knows that he has one league in particular that he reigns supreme above the rest. You thought he was good in all the leagues. When it comes to this league, he's a mile above everything else, and that is Liga MX. And that is what the game of the week is in this week or this weekend. And it's also $50 win or get 3 days of all premium and daily top plays absolutely free. But we're going to do you one better. You don't want to make two separate purchases. You don't have to. You can buy the doubleheader games of the week, which is the top package you will see on our purchase page at ChaseWins.com. It's $99, the same thing that you would pay to get both of those plays. But as an incentive to do it that way, making one purchase instead of two, you're also going to get tonight's MLB top play. And when you purchase it and read the notes below it, you will understand why it's rated a top play and not a game of the week. Because it rated not only high enough for a game of the week, it was within less than 2% of being rated the exact same as the official game of the week for tonight. So you have two game of the week caliber games. You buy one, you're going to get the other one absolutely free that you can wager for the same amount and step out on both. Or if your bankroll doesn't allow it, you can bring that one down just ever so slightly, but yet still wager it as a top play or more. And you can step out on both those games tonight and then still have one locked in for this weekend that you have stepped out on as well, and cash in on 3 massive plays, all for only $99. And again, that $99 pass that you're buying, both plays each come with their own 3-day guarantee. So don't forget that. And then also for the people that missed the extra day promo yesterday or didn't purchase in time, we extended it until midnight tonight. So we gave it a 24-hour extension. You buy a 3-day pass and you get a 4th day absolutely free. No questions asked as long as you purchase by midnight. It's the 3-day all sports pass. One better than that is that pass is usually $99. It's on sale for $50. So it's half price and you get an extra day as long as you purchase it by midnight. Now, if something happens and you've already purchased the MLB game of the week because you saw the email blast and you want to get the daily top play for today that's got that other play in it, because the only way to get the extra top play added for free is to buy the doubleheader pass, to buy both games of the week. If you buy one or the other or both separately, you don't get it for free. But if you're on a multi-day all sports pass, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, the top play is on there listed as the daily top play. Purchase the 3-day pass before midnight, or you need to purchase it before 9:30. But if you do that, you're going to get the 4th day, you're getting it half price, and you're also getting that top play. But then also make sure you head and get one or both of the games of the week, whichever works best for you. We've got 2 big promotions coming up this weekend that we're going to talk about over the course of the next 48 hours, along with a couple of big releases and things that you guys have been eager, to see, things that you've been waiting on. And, just a lot going on this weekend that we're excited to bring you and talk about. So stay tuned. We can't wait to bring it to you as well. Real quick, again, it's later in the afternoon. It's going to be even later by the time you see this. So a quick free play. And this is also in a later game. Who knows? It could be in the game that the top play's in or the game of the week's in. You don't know. All I'm going to tell you about the game tonight is that there are, it's either 4 or 5, I think it's 5 games going in and around the 9 p.m. hour, stretched out all the way to the 10:15, 10:20 time slot. 4 or 5 games in that. I'm not going to tell you what game, I'm not going to tell you exactly what time, but I'll tell you this. If you want to make sure you have enough time to get your bets in, because again, you've got games going at, just before 9 p.m., like just right there before it. You've got games going at 9:40. You've got games going at 10 o'clock, 10:10. So you've got them at a mixture of times. The 9:40 game I've been asked about 1,000 times, but that's irrelevant. Make sure that you purchase it by between 9 and 9:30. That way you make sure that you have enough time to bet the top play and the game of the week if you're on both, and nothing's going to keep you from doing that. You will have plenty of time to do it. You won't miss out on getting your bets in, and you'll be able to cash in on either one or both if you get them that way, and you can make a ton of money tonight. And make sure you also go ahead and get your wager in for Jerry's soccer game of the week. But again, free play tonight. We are going to go to a 10 o'clock game and discuss it. It's a game that I've been asked about 1,000 times that I've yet to be able to respond to anybody. That's why I'm going to do this particular play for free. And that's the Phillies and the Padres. And the particular play that I'm going to give you is over the total of 8.5 runs. And again, Blake Snell, he's been less than stellar this year. At home, he's been much better than he has on the road. When you're comparing the two, an ERA well under 3, a winning record in its own right on the road or at home. And again, he's got good command at home, but the problem is over the past few starts at home, he's dropped literally half of his normal pitches, and he has relied on 2 primary pitches with sneaking in a third every so often. That's not like Blake Snell. He never did that in Tampa, and why he's doing it now, I don't understand it, and I do believe that that's not the reason that he got rocked the last time that you saw him get annihilated, but it played a part. And it has played a part in the downfall of his overall success over the past couple of months, when we know he's better than what we are seeing. But on the other side of things, you got Matt Moore. He is a train wreck. Even though he's got a 6.7 ERA and it's much better on the road, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because it's still, just shy of 5. And the last 2 games that he's played on the road that they've been able to clock wins, one was a bad team in general, and they were injury riddled at that, giving them even more of a shoe-in for a win. And then the second one was an average to above average team that had none of their dynamic players, none of their superstars. Everybody was on the injured list. And again, it was like playing one of their farm system teams. So again, take it with a grain of salt. It doesn't matter. You are still playing with an ERA just south of 5 when most of your road starts have been against bad or terrible teams when you take in the grand scheme of the whole year. Both of these teams have been on losing streaks. Padres losing 3 straight and 4 out of their last 5. All of those in that little span have been to Colorado and Arizona. And the Phillies just got swept by Arizona. They've lost 4 or 5 straight. I think they've lost at least 5 out of the last 7. Philly tends to lose right around 4, sometimes 5 in a row before they pick up a win, or sometimes 2 wins. The Padres have done that all too often this year. I've mentioned that many times, where they will get beat 3 games in a row, and then they will win 3 games in a row, beat 3 games in a row. And that is the reason right now, going into late August, they're going to have to fight for their playoff lives to try and just miraculously try to catch the 2 teams that are beating them right now, which is the San Francisco Giants, leading the National League West, leading the National League, and leading all of baseball when it comes to, winning percentages and who is in the top when it comes to wins and losses. The Dodgers are a fairly close second, only 3 games back, but the Padres are a decent little ways away in third. They're not mathematically out of it, but they have to fight for their lives now. You're going to see 2 very aggressive teams go at it tonight that want to break this losing streak, get in the winner's bracket, and then move forward. One team doesn't have playoff hopes. One team still does, and knows that when it comes to teams that are good enough to be in the postseason, not only are they in that mix, they are within the top 5 teams in all of baseball when it comes to talent, when it comes to the way they play and what they can do. This is a contending team, but this luck's going to have to be on their side a little bit, and they're going to have to be aggressive from here on out, not take any prisoners, and they're going to have to go out there and start bagging some wins no matter who it's against, where they're at. It's win or go home at this point. You're fighting for your playoff lives over the next 10 days to see if the month of September is going to even matter, or whether or not you're going to be mathematically eliminated with 3 weeks of the regular season still left to play and the win taken right out of you. I love you guys. Padres, Phillies over 8.5. That is your official free play. Go to chasewins.com, get on the game or games of the week, get on the top play, get on the extra day promo, get on all of it, and we will see you in the winner's circle. See ya.